Yo, what's good, man? I'm back with part 2 of the weed addiction, man. Part 2 of the weed addiction. Hopefully everybody doing good and all that. Y'all enjoy y'all day. But yeah, we go get right back into it. Like I said, this gonna be a four part testimony. But thirsty. It's part 2. Alright. Still got me in this line. Anyway, so where we leave off at? So I was there going smoking, man. Smoking. I had went through my times of me stopping, taking breaks, going away from smoking and coming back. So I say this probably was matter of fact, this probably was before I took a break from smoking. I say, like I said, it started getting heavier. Started smoking more. And I think I was exaggerating too when I say I smoked like 10 or 20 blunts a day. Realistically, it probably was like 5 to 10. You know what I'm saying? I was smoking, but I won't just sitting there smoking. We had big blunts, little blunts, all that junk. So anyway, so yeah, I started smoking more. Met more people who was doing their thing, like plugged in or whatever, and just kept on smoking. So it got to the point where like me, I'm an artist. Like I'm make music, rap, hip hop, whatever I write, whatever I hear, I write. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I noticed a change like in my music. Cause like at first, when I was rapping or whatever, I was consumed, man. Like I love music, like for real. I was real live consumed. Like I'm talking, I wouldn't go a day without rapping. Whether I'm freestyling, writing, recording, I was always like making music or doing something involved with music. And I would just like throw myself into it. Like I just sit myself in a room and just record and write and just rap. And I'm the type of person like once I got the grasp of like once I was introduced to making music, I was like, I know I want to hear myself. So I used to just listen to instrumentals. Anyway, so I used to always write, and then you know, when you're younger, you freestyle, be saying something that you don't do, stuff that you ain't lived or whatever. I got to the point where I was like, I want to be respected by everybody, young, old, whoever. I'm going to just rap my life, be real, be honest, and do that. So that's what I did. And it was like, it won't nothing for me to sit there and just, I'm going to record an album, I'm going to do a mixtape, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and do it. Man, when I started smoking, the more and more I started smoking, it's like, that drive kind of dwindled. Like that jump was, it wasn't as strong as it was. It was like I got lazy. Like I got lazy. Like I still had some, you know what I'm saying, some get up and go in me, but it was like I started getting lazy, and I noticed it. So I started, I don't want to write, I don't want to really think, I'm gonna just freestyle, I'm gonna smoke this freestyle, I'm gonna smoke, I'm gonna just get high, and I'm gonna just do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I was like, man, and when you being honest and being real with yourself, you know, like dog, this ain't even your best work. You feel me? But I was just like, I don't care, man. I'm about to smoke. I'm gonna freestyle. I'm gonna do this. And it's like, even when you rapping with people, it's like, it ain't a competition thing. You still want to get your point across your way, and you know what I'm saying. You want to stand out on the track. Of course, you want to be one of the ones. But it's like, I started getting to the point. I was like, what am I talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like that junk. It just took my drive. Like it kind of made me lazy. For me, you know what I'm saying. Some people can still get high and get a motivation to do this or whatever whatever they say. I don't think it give you none of that because you can do it without it. But yeah, so I got lazy with my music, man. I started noticing, and then making more music about getting high and smoking and this and that and all this, and I'm just like, now this junk that spilled over into my creative side. You know what I'm saying? Like it started getting to the point where it was taking over a lot of stuff, man. It was taking over. It was just like everything I was doing was kind of consumed. I ain't gonna say consumed by weed, but I say it was like it was a part of everything. Now you feel me? It was like you couldn't associate me without weed, no matter what I was doing. If I was at a family function, or he gonna have the weed, or he gonna be smoking. If I'm going to a party, if I'm going out, if I'm just hanging with the fellas, oh yeah, I know he gonna bring some smoke. You know what I'm saying? It could be anything. Oh, it's gonna be a cookout. He gonna have some smoke. He gonna be smoking. It was like in everything I did. You know what I'm saying? Wherever I go, I got some weed around me. I'm gonna find some weed. I'm gonna go get it. But it just kept getting to the point where you wouldn't catch me without it, and you wouldn't catch me not smoking. And the more and more I did it, the more and more I needed it, the more and more I had to keep refilling with it, the more and more I had to keep, dang, I gotta get high again, I gotta go there going, I'm ready to smoke, man, I need to find some weed. Or it was just crazy, man. It was crazy, and it was so plentiful. Man, it was so plentiful. I used to get tired of smoking the same kind of weed. If y'all understand what I'm saying, it's like you can have the best junk or some crazy. I'm talking about some junk, but it's like after I smoke a strand or whatever, and I got used to it. It was like, okay, I already conquered that. What's next? It was like chasing Pokemon. It's like I gotta have all the strands, I gotta have all the flavors, I gotta keep having something different. You know what I'm saying? It's like I couldn't just be satisfied with just having like now I would settle like, okay, if I got some gas or whatever, and I'd have had it for a minute, and dang, that's all I got. All right, cool. I guess I can smoke it. But I used to get tired of junk real quick. Be like, oh dang, I've been smoking on this sour for about 3 days now. I need something else. Or I've been smoking on this for this. I need something else. Man, what you got? You got some dead gone? I'm trying to answer. I need something different. And it's like, I just kept on chasing it and smoking and chasing it. And then it was to the point where you wouldn't catch it. It wouldn't be a day that I wouldn't smoke. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be a day I wouldn't smoke. And it's kind of like I would handle my business, and in retrospect, looking at it, it's like I would reward myself with smoking. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, all right, I'm gonna go to church this morning. I'm gonna dig on, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna so I'm gonna give God his time. I'm gonna do what I do, pay my tithes, whatever. But when I get out, back at home, I get to smoke, cause I did gonna handle my business for the day. Or I was like, well, shoot, I'm gonna go to work, go do this, go to the grocery shop and do what I need to do. But when I get home, I'm gonna smoke. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that junk was just it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy how much I used to smoke, how much it consumed me. And it's like people like to say they're in control and this and all this, and I just like to smoke when I this and this. Like, nah, man, that junk, it controls you. You know what I'm saying? Something controls you. They call it a controlled substance. But it's like you don't really be high control, because the urge you get for it, you can't control it. Then it's like the hunger you get for it, it's like you gotta feed that hunger. And it's like you don't really be thinking. You just thinking about getting high at the moment. So it's like you realize be plucked out for weed. And there's a lot of daggone, you know what I'm saying, people like that. I was one of them. And it got to the point where I left that door open for the enemy for so long. It's just like stuff that it used to attract. It used to attract a lot of stuff. Like, it's been times where that junk almost took me out. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, weed, real life almost took me out. Because now I wouldn't say it by itself. I would say weed and the fact of me neglecting my health or my needs, like the stuff I'm supposed to take care of. I think that, you know what I'm saying, that's where the enemy came in. Like, why I left that a crack in the door for him to slide through and be like, oh yeah, we got him type junk. So it got to the point where I was already hustling while I'm at work, because I like to make money while making money. So it started getting to the point, I noticed the cycle, but it had hit me crazy one time, hit me real bad. It started getting to the point where I wouldn't eat nothing. You know what I'm saying? Unless I smoke. But my routine was, I get up, I think I was working 2 jobs at the time. I worked my morning job, and even if I was just working 1 job or whatever, I get up, might go do something, go play ball, go do whatever I did. Sometimes I wake and bake, sometimes I wouldn't, but I go to work. And I was working in a restaurant. Like I told you, I was working in a restaurant where it's food there's very plentiful. I can eat, I can drink water, get juice, tea, whatever. I wouldn't do none of that. I just work my section in the line, on the line, knock everything out, clean up. We close, it'll probably be about, get out there like 12, depending on a good night, a little earlier than that, but if it was busy, like 12 sometimes, 12 something. So my thing was, all right, around about that time when they gonna make my sandwich, I used to make a bourbon chicken sandwich. I used to always make me a little bourbon chicken sandwich. And I would have that like in my little to-go box or whatever. So when I get off, I'm gonna get high. And when I get high, I know I'm about to get hungry. So, hold up. So, when I did go get off, I go home, or I go around my homeboy's house or whoever, you know what I'm saying, go kick it, and we all smoke, or, you know what I'm saying, or even if I was just going home, I'ma smoke, get my buzz, get high, eat my little sandwich, chill, probably watch Netflix or a movie or something, and then I'ma call it a night. So I would do that consistently. But this one time, I did it. This happened a couple times. I want to say this happened 2 times. I had got off, where I'm a homeboy house. I don't know if I had my sandwich with me that night or not. I probably didn't. So, we smoking. I want to say I had some weed. Or I want to say he had some weed. Or we both had some weed. Or however it happened, we had some weed that night. Anyway, so I'm smoking with him. We smoking the same junk now. He get the dozing off, so he dozing off, like he nodding in and out, like, and I'm like, he about to go to sleep, just to put him to sleep. I'd have been to work and did this, you know what I'm saying, kind of bragging. He up here asleep. So I'm smoking, and I'm like, yo, this junk kind of tastes funny, like. Matter of fact, yeah, I think this was his bud. I'm like, man, this junk kind of tastes like, you know what I'm saying? What you like, this junk ain't, it don't taste funny to you? Like, nah. So anyway, I'm kind of tripping, but like, dang, I don't know, there's some lace junk on the way he got it from a whip. But anyway, he cool. But he ended up just going to sleep. And me, I'm sitting there chilling, still smoking the blunt or whatever. I'm like, nah, man, am I tripping? I can't be tripping. Like, I'm months, years into this junk of smoking, so it ain't that scary first high when you get high and it's like, oh, it's not about to have a panic attack type junk. It won't nothing like that, like, cause I was already a vet in the game. But so I'm like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get up, go outside, you know what I'm saying, go walk to the house, probably get something to eat, call it a night like I usually do. So hold it, let me check out what I was handling. They're gonna talk to these people. So they're gonna y'all give me 1 second. See if this ain't gonna do it automatic. It should. I hear somebody talking. Hello? Hello?
Are you empty?
Yeah, I'm empty.
Perfect. Drive me off that. Be safe. Have a good day.
All right, thank you. The whole time he was talking, I'm sitting there live. I think I heard somebody's voice. But anyway, yeah. So getting back to the story, I was there going. Went to walk home because I'm like, maybe I just need some fresh air. Give me a little walk there. I'm gonna walk this junk off or whatever it is. So I'm walking. My heart get to beating real fast, like crazy. I'm like, why my daggone heart beating so fast? You know what I'm saying? Kind of like how you know how Craig was like, man, my heart beating fast. And then Smoke was like, man, it's the chronic. I ain't get up and go run in the house or nothing, but it was something like that. Like, man, my heart was beating fast, and like that jump started bothering me with my breathing. So I was kind of like breathing like that, but I was still trying to keep my cool and not trip. And then dudes, we be so daggone tough and trying to, you know what I'm saying, be so daggone macho, man. We almost about ready to kill over. I know him. About ready to kill over, and we still be trying to be, you know what I'm saying. So I think, I don't know if I called my mama or she just happened to, she just happened to be coming downstairs. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, I don't feel good. She like, what's going on? Like my heart beating fast. Like I had when I was younger, I had caught pneumonia, so I had asthma. But as I got older, I like grew out of it. You know what I'm saying? So she thinking like, oh, maybe it's you had an asthma attack, you wheezing, like, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? What you do? And you know what I'm saying? I know I smell like weed. I ain't never tell her, but you know, she already knew. And she like, you want me to call the ambulance? Me trying to, you know what I'm saying? I mean, then like, we ain't gonna be like, yeah, call 911. I was like, you can if you want to. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then I started shaking. Like my temperature, it felt as if my temperature dropped to something, like I was cold. Like I just got cold, heart beating fast, going crazy. That thing is beating so fast it's hard to breathe, like trying to keep up. And I got cold, so I started, what? Try them out. I had this gonna start shaking. And so she like, you want me to call? I'm gonna call the ambulance. So she called them. They ain't take too long, but the whole time it's like, in my head, I'm like, yo, am I about to have am I about to have a heart attack? Like, what's going on? I don't know what's going on. I ain't never felt like this. And I felt like this before. And it jumped crazy. Like that jump was scary, man. That jump was scary. Like that jump spooked me for sure. So I'm like, man, man, I can't go out like this. I'm like, Lord, like for real, this, no, I can't go out like this. But anyway, they end up getting there or whatever, and they check all my vital signs and ran their little tests and stuff, and they did a blood sample on the what they checked in my blood. They won't check it for like drugs and nothing. Excuse me. They had checked for they checked my sugar. That's what it was. They checked my sugar. So they was like, man, your sugar, like they was saying my sugar was real low, like I was bottoming out or whatever. I was bottoming out. And they was like, man, what did you do? Like what you I said I went to work. I think I had worked both jobs that day. I said I think I just worked both of my jobs. I came home and I wasn't feeling good. And they was like, okay, well, what did you have to eat? What did you have to drink? I was like, I ain't eat nothing. I didn't drink. Like, I ain't do nothing. And I would go to work like that. I wouldn't eat nothing. I wouldn't eat nothing. I wouldn't drink nothing. And I think I'm gonna pull right here so I can cut this engine off. Feel it telling you. But anyway, I was like, yeah. I was like, I didn't eat nothing. I didn't drink nothing. I just went to work both of my jobs. And they were like, you ain't ate nothing all day. You ain't been drinking no water, no nothing like that. They were like, man, you can't do that. Like, you lining with daggone, you about to go on what he said, I can go a diabetic coma or something. I was like, I said, I don't got diabetes. He was like, you don't have to have diabetes to go in diabetic coma. It's just you let your sugar is that low. Your body is basically in shock, and you can slip into a diabetic coma. And I was like, dang. So my mama, I don't know if they gave me something or shot me a little or something or did something. I don't know, but anyway, or if they just told me to eat or whatever. I don't know, but they ended up leaving. Everything was okay or whatever. I think I ate something or they gave me. I don't know. I can't really remember. But anyway, I know my mom was like, she said, whatever you doing, you need to stop. She like, whatever you doing, you need to stop it. And you know when you hear that jump from your mama, especially if your mama like connected with the Lord or you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? That jank be like, dang, I need to listen. So yeah, man, that junk almost took me out. And I was so far gone, like, dog, I'm like as if it was something cool to do. I'm gonna neglect myself. But when I get off, I'm gonna reward myself. I'm gonna get high. I earned this. I'm gonna get high as I can. And then I'm gonna eat and I'm gonna be good. And I kept doing it, kept burning myself out, kept doing it. And that junk caught up with me. And even when that happened, I think I started drinking more water and stuff like that, but I still won't taking care of myself the way I needed to take care of myself because it definitely happened again. It happened again. And that time, the next time it happened, was me and my homeboy again. And I think that jump started happening again, like heart beating, started breathing crazy, and I started shaking, got cold. Yeah, ended up walking with me to the house. My pops was downstairs. He was like, what's going on? I was like, I ain't feeling good. And he was like, you want to go to the hospital? Go to the hospital. I was like, nah, I'm going to just see if it go away. Because it happened before. And I, you know what I'm saying, kind of got it under control. But it ended up wearing off, like, you know what I'm saying? It wore off, and I think I ate, and I was just tired. Like, I was just weak and tired. But I think after the second time, I was like, man, I still was smoking, but I made sure I ate. I started making sure I eat or I drink something or got some sugar in my system or, you know what I'm saying, like go get some lemonade, sweet tea or something or snack on the line or a little something. I made sure I didn't neglect my eating or whatever. But yeah, man, it's like I was that consumed with it that junk it realized could have took me out for real. But I'm glad God kept me, or well, I know He kept me. I can't say or. I'm glad He kept me and just had grace and mercy with me and just loved on me and just, you know what I'm saying, regardless of me doing what I did and just man, I was going at it, man. I was going at it, man, for real with that dead gone weed, man. It ain't nothing but a distraction. That's all it is. And like I used to tell people, I feel like a fiend, dog. Like I felt like a fiend. So times I would stop, I'd tell them like, man, I can't keep doing it. Like just keep smoking like that all the time. Like you gotta get a break. You know what I'm saying? Even if you stop and come back, take a break, man. Don't just keep on. I used to heavy, dog, heavy. I mean, heavy backwoods, Dutches, games, like papers. It got to the point where blunts won't even last no more. It's like I had homeboys and people that would buy cases and boxes of blunts, and I was like, dang, I need to order me a box. But then again, I was like, I want a nicotine head, so I kind of was trying to get away from the blunts. And then now they got like organic junk and stuff like that. So I was trying to mess with the papers, and I got to the point where it's like, you know how people roll papers, like a raw paper or whatever. I got people too, but the Bob Marley's, whatever type of papers, and they're like used to the roll. Man, I won't wasting them. Like I think it's either 22 or 32 or how many papers that come like a little small pack of rolls. Man, I would make sure every blunt was accounted for. We using one sheet. I don't need two to roll up no blunt. The less paper, you know what I'm saying, just more weed. And I would smoke them and smoke and smoke and smoke and smoke, man. And smoke. And it's like, now it's weird. It ain't weird because I know God doing a new thing in me and He cleaning me up and He doing what He doing. I'm trying my best to go surrender, give myself to Him, let Him do His thing and His will, and finish the job that He started in me. But it's like it just be funny when people approach me. Like I asked somebody to do like, yo, bro, you smoke? And I was like, nah, I don't smoke. He was like, yeah, man, I ain't think you did smoke. I figured you didn't. I was like, little do you know, like who I was, boy. I even had somebody else come like people when they ask me, they said I'd be like, nah. I said you can't even pay me to smoke, man. Y'all crazy. And earlier I was talking to somebody, they was vaping. I was like, man, you don't need to be doing that. And it's like when we doing something that we know we shouldn't be doing or it's probably not good for our health, whatever, we always do. I know. I'm like, man, you need to leave that junk alone. And I was like, I don't do none of that. And she was like, you don't drink neither. I was like, nah. She was like, so what you do? You don't smoke or drink? I said, man, I face life. You know what I'm saying? I don't run. I stop running and I just face life. That's what it is. She was like, oh, that's what I need to do. I was like, I ain't saying what you need to do or whatever. I said, this is what I do. Because at times, I have been the person that'll be like, dang, the day was crazy. We got to go get a bottle. I got to drink. I got to go have me a drink or sit down and just relax. Or I was like, man, I need to smoke, man. All this junk going on. This is happening. I need to smoke. And it's like you running from stuff, trying to use something to fill that void, and it doesn't help. It doesn't work. And it's like, so every time a problem pop up, you go smoke, you go drink. Like, nah, man, be a man. Face it. It's a billion different ways to cope. You can talk, you can vent, you can pray, you can cry, you can get therapy, you can go exercise, you can do whatever. You don't gotta dig damage your body and like mess your health up. Cause it's gonna be problems, man. Life go life, you feel me? Life is gonna life, people gonna people. Every time something happen in life, you can't run to something. Every time somebody make you mad or this and this, you can't allow stuff to get you off your square, man. Can't allow stuff to get you off your square. You gotta stay focused. Man, give it to God. That's what I say. I say give it to God. Talk to him about it. You can't always talk to people. And sometimes you don't want to tell people your business. And I understand. Talk to God. He ain't gonna throw it in your face or use it against you. You give it to him, it's best in his hands anyway. So it's like now I try to pray more. I try to stay level-headed, be cool, don't trip. And also, I remind myself of past victories, you know what I'm saying? Like, God gonna kept me from a lot. He brought me a long way. He still got some more work to do with me. He done opened up doors for me. He done spared my life time and time again. He done did too much for me. So when I face stuff in life now, I try to keep that in mind. Like, dog, this is the same God that kept you from, you know what I'm saying? When that's supposed to happen to you, he spared you. When this happened to you, you ain't had nobody to turn to. He opened the door for you. When this happened, yeah, that's the same God to this day. So if he did it for me back then, I know he can do it for me now. So I try to just trust in him and believe and just, his word is word, man. You got to stand on that word and remind yourself like, dog, he got you. He here for you. He love you. He wants you to prosper. He got good things for you. And he a good God, you know what I'm saying? Good, great God. Amazing. And I just keep that in my mind, in the back of my head, keep it on my heart, whatever. I just keep it with me. So when I do face something, like, man, and sometimes you face stuff in life, you got something on the way. You know what I'm saying? You be having some real major blessings on the way because you can't see it, you may not know it, but the enemy know it. You know what I'm saying? He know what your purpose is on this earth. He know more than you know about yourself. You feel me? So it's like when he sees stuff that you can't see, and it's like, dang, he don't know who he really is. If he ever find out who he is or what his purpose is in this world, I'm gonna be in trouble. So I gotta keep throwing stuff at him. I gotta keep on doing this. I gotta keep on getting him off his square or making him mad or like shift his focus. I gotta keep doing it because if he ever get grasp of who he really is and really get free and really God get a hold on him and then gonna fill him up and do, man, it's gonna be over for me. Cause he gonna mess around and free somebody else. And then they gonna mess around and free somebody else. And then you got all these, like, man, the devil don't want you to then gonna know who you really is and who your purpose is and the power that you really got, man. So, yeah, throw them little tricks and little bends in the road and little, you know what I'm saying, stumbling blocks. But you gotta give it to God, man. You gotta give it to God. And like I said, if I weren't born with it, I don't need it. I don't need it. It may be a want, but I don't need it. I wasn't born with no weed. I wasn't born with no bottle. I wasn't born with no pills. I wasn't born with no coke. I wasn't born with no addiction. You know what I'm saying? So I don't need it. And we all could be free. We all could be free. You know what I'm saying? You gotta confess it, give it to God, talk to him, tell him, Lord, this ain't what I want for me, and I know this ain't what you want for me, and I know you got better for me, and I know you created me. I'm here for a reason. I don't know my reason. I don't know my purpose, but I know it ain't this. I know it ain't just to be getting high. I know it ain't for me to be on the block prostituting, selling my body. I know it ain't for me to be out here hustling, selling crack. I know it ain't out here for me to be no gangbanging murderer. I know it ain't out here for me to be no bank robbing thief or nothing like that. Like, whatever it is, man, give it to him. It ain't nothing new under the sun. God has seen everything. He uses everything and he'll work it out for your good. You know what I'm saying? He don't waste nothing. It can be something that you hate going through, or you know what I'm saying, or been through. He'll use that storm to bless you. And that'll be your testimony. And you'll be able to free people to be like, yo, I went through the same thing, but God did it for me, so he can do it for you. I ain't no better than you. If he freed me, he can free you. It's just about, do you want to be free? Do you want to surrender? Do you want to give your life to Christ? Do you want to be saved? Do you want to live right? Do you want to change? Or you just saying it? Because a mouth will say anything. Our mouth will say anything. Yeah, Lord, I want to do this and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this and I'm going to stop doing this and I'm going to be better. I'm going to treat people better. I'm going to do this. Yeah, but your actions ain't going to never lie. You know what I'm saying? And your heart. Everybody don't know the motives of your heart, but God do. You do and God do. So you can fool people sometimes, maybe all the time. You can't fool God at all. So if you really got it in your heart to change and you want to do better and be better, man, just talk to him, give it to him. You know what I'm saying? Repent from your sins, turn from your ways, and ask him to help you turn from your ways. There ain't no overnight thing. God ain't even built the earth in one day, so you know it's going to take time. You feel me? Like, all the habits and all the bad habits you done learned or picked up, it wasn't an overnight thing. Like, some stuff you may run into and be hooked from the first time, but it's going to take repetition. You do it over and over and over again, then it becomes like, okay, dang, I done got way down this line now. But that don't mean nothing. God can do all things but fail, man. He can do all things but fail. So I say give your life to him, man. Live for him. Ask him to show you. Ask him to save you. Like, repent of your sins. Confess your sins to him. Get it right with him, man. Get it right with him. God is dope. God is like that. I don't care. Don't worry about nothing this earth got to offer you. Because it ain't got nothing to offer you but a whole bunch of smoke and mirrors. That's it. You think that the stuff you see and hear about is like that. It really ain't. It ain't. It ain't. You got people to get all the things of the world just to end up killing themselves or end up in a psych ward or mental facility because the grass ain't always greener, man. Everything that glitter ain't gold. You feel me? You may think that it's better a certain way, but that's just the perception of how they sell it to you. You feel me? So you can chase it, and then you will do anything to get it. And then once you get it, it's like, I was better without it. So don't be fooled by the smoke and mirrors, man. But that was part 2, man. I got 2 more parts, and I'm gonna wrap that up. I'm just glad that I'm free from weed. I don't mess with it. I don't smoke it. I don't roll it. I don't look at it. I don't do nothing about it. You feel me? And I don't. You can't get me to go back, man. God done freed me good. I ain't going back to it. I can't return back to that vomit. You feel me? I done did it plenty of times before. I ain't missing nothing. And I don't want to keep going back. And I ain't. So if he freed me from it, he can free you from it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you having trouble with putting down, man. But Lord, I pray that you let this message reach who it need to reach. Let it speak to him. The Holy Spirit, you there gone. Talk to him, and God, you just guide them, and you knock at their heart, and I pray they open that door. And just forgive us all. Have mercy on us. I thank you for your grace and your love. And this you being you, God. Appreciate you. I love you. Amen. I'ma holler at y'all, man. Know that was a little long way to kind of draw on out, but appreciate y'all anyway, man. Love y'all. Holler at y'all.